Okay, we're good.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, ladies.
The 2024 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready for baseball here on the 13th of July in 2024 as the 20-11 Strasburg Express play host to the 14-17 Winchester Royals. Matthew Phillips gets the start tonight for the Express. Phillips is out of Towson University, and the left-hander who is listed at 6'2", 215 out of Norfolk, Virginia, will try to get Strasburg going here tonight as they continue to lead the Northern Division, but only by a game and a half over the Purcellville Cannon, so things are still very tight there. Meanwhile, for the Winchester Royals, the Royals are battling for the final playoff spot in the North. Things have gotten very close, and every game matters pretty much for every team as we move on down the stretch here in 2024. Starting lineup tonight for the Winchester Royals, leading off and playing center field, it is Connie Derschlag. Batting second is Jack Mosh. He's the second baseman. Batting third, Jalen Hernandez, the first baseman. Austin Lafferty, the right fielder, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is Marshall Lipsy, the left fielder. Brock Cooler, the DH, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Connor Christensen, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Birdie Pickett, the catcher, and batting ninth is Morgan Miller, the third baseman, as Drew Lafferty is on the mound tonight. For the Royals, Strasburg's coming off of a big win last night at Front Royal, 11-2, a game that Strasburg scored in the first inning and never looked back for their 20th victory of the season. Another hot one here in Strasburg as we get ready for some summer baseball out of the North Division as we wind down the 2024 regular season and get ready for the postseason. Again, things are so tight in both divisions. If you're in last place in the North Division, you're only a game out of the final playoff spot in third place. So even for the teams that are on the outside looking in right now, still an opportunity to make it into the postseason here in 2024. Connie Derschlag, the center fielder, a recent arrival for the Royals, will lead it off here against Matthew Phillips. The right-hander steps in, and the first pitch of the game is a ball low at 7:05. Derschlag out of High Point University, 5'9" righty from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's been a good hitter so far in this short time with the Royals. He takes a late called strike, 1-1. Phillips' numbers on the year: 9 1/3 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, and a 2.89 ERA. Durschlag batting .450 through 20 at-bats, and he grounds one left side. It's a base hit. So the first hit of the game comes here in the top of the first for the Royals.
Second baseman from the University of Minnesota, number 31, Jack Mosh.
And it brings up Jack Mosh, the second baseman. Mosh out of the University of Minnesota, 5'10 lefty from Kansas City, Missouri. Temps in the mid-90s today. We'll be back here tomorrow night again for a 6 o'clock start, as always, on Sundays. It'll be mid-90s. And next week, early in the week, could see temps in the 100s. Here's the lefty Mosh, the pitch from Phillips. His swung on and fouled out of play. It's 0-1. Jack Mosh batting .351 on the season. He's got a home run and 12 RBIs. However, he is hitless against Phillips in prior opportunities. .01, the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-1. Phillips checks the runner at first and delivers. Breaking ball up and in over the head. It's ball 2. Defense tonight behind Matthew Phillips. Duff's in left, Biakina's in center, and Castillo's in right. Carlo at third. New arrival for Strasburg, Carson Applegate will play short. Anthony LaSala's at second. Ingram at first, and Garcia's doing the catching. 2-1. Strasburg looking for a ground ball, try to turn 2 here in the first. That is down and away, 3-1. Other games around the league tonight: Covington is hosting Culpeper, Purcellville's at Woodstock, Front Royal's at Newmarket, and at 7:30 Waynesboro's at Stanton, and Charlottesville's at Harrisonburg. 3 balls and a strike here to the 2-man Mosh, and he swings and misses. Big hack there, 3-2. Definitely some good hitting in this Winchester team. This Winchester team is the one team that Strasburg has just consistently struggled with this year. I think they've only beat them once or twice so far in the season series. 3-2. Runner does not go. The pitch is called, ball 4. So the Royals, on a very close pitch, will have men on first and second with nobody out. And typically these Winchester teams are built to hit more than they are to pitch, but do have, or at least they did the last time we've seen them, they've had some very solid arms this year, and offense a little bit top heavy. You look through the lineup, but they do have some guys at the top of the lineup that can get it done. Here's another lefty, Jalen Hernandez, and he takes for ball 1. Not sure the location there, but and Randy Carlo appears to have a bug in his eye or something like that over at third, so time's called for him. Carlo played right field last night for Strasburg over in Front Royal. Batter Jalen Hernandez, 6-foot lefty from Winthrop out of Brooklyn, New York. He's batting .306 on the season, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's got 108 at-bats so far this summer. So he's been to the plate plenty here in 2024. Phillips looking to record an out here in the first. The pitch that skips to the backstop. And just like that, the Royals have men on second and third with nobody out. This is another thing that's hurt Strasburg when they played Winchester this year, is they're typically playing from behind. The Royals, 3 games under 500. They haven't had a fantastic season by any means, but when they're on, they can score 8, 10, 12 runs. Strasburg plays the infield back, surrendering the run at the plate. 2-0 the count to Hernandez. And a ground ball left side. Carlo will field. He will look the runner back to third. Throw to first is in time, and Hernandez doesn't get the job done. So he hits it to the corner infielder, and holding at third is Durschlag. He didn't have anywhere he could go. And a big first out for Strasburg's Matthew Phillips. Here's Alston Lafferty, the right fielder. Lafferty out of the University of Akron, 5'11" righty from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Infield still playing back here, of course. It's the first inning. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. Dimensions here at First Bank Park. Very hitter friendly here in Strasburg. 300 feet, both left and right field lines. Deepest part of the park is straightaway center, 365. Certain nights the ball will absolutely fly out of here. 0-1 to Lafferty. Breaking ball down low, ball 1-1. Royals are coming off of a win yesterday that got too close for comfort. They were up, I believe, 7 or 8 to nothing at one point and allowed Woodstock to come back and tie it 9-9 before they eventually walked it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and just like that, it's 1-2 to Alston Lafferty. Strasburg and Winchester, especially over the last 5, 6, 7 years, they've had some good games played between the two. Regular season and in the postseason, we've seen some thrillers. Phillips looking for the punch out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Lafferty hits it to first. Runner is coming home, and he's going to allow him to score. Ingram takes it to the bag. And it's 1-0 Royals here in the first. So Ingram decides to take it to the bag instead of trying to throw it home. So obviously the the walk after the single and then the wild pitch, costly for the Express. So credit Lafferty with a 2-strike RBI, 1-0 Royals. And here is another lefty, Marshall Lipsy. Lipsy out of FAU, Florida Atlantic from Longview, Texas, looking to get in that second run. And he takes high, ball 1. Again, Drew Lafferty will be on the mound for the Royals here this evening. Lafferty out of the University of Pittsburgh from South Park, Pennsylvania. 1-0. Breaking ball misses, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, dangerous count here for Phillips. He deals, and it's a called strike, 2-1. Express coming in at 20-11, a game and a half up on Purcellville for the #1 seed in the North Division. 2-1s inside, 3-1. Phillips having some trouble locating here in this first inning. Leadoff single, then a walk and a wild pitch. Ground out, and then an RBI ground out. Runner at third with 2 outs for the Royals. (3-1). And that's inside, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning.
Charleston Southern, number 24, Brock Kohler.
Here's Brock Kohler out of Charleston Southern from Colleyville, Texas, 6'1" righty, 210. Designated hitter tonight, batting 6 for the Royals. Open stance, back foot on the batter's box line. The pitch, fastball misses, and just struggling to get ahead right now is Phillips, 1-0. A little bit of breeze here. Minimal movement out there with our American flag in left center. One oh's inside, ball 2. Runner's on his way to second. He'll get there safely. So now a base hit can make it 3-0 here in the first. But for now, it's still 2-0, or excuse me, 1-0. That'll be scored a pass ball on the catcher, Jeremy Garcia. So 2 balls and no strikes. And that is in there for a called strike, 2-1. Two one, 3-1. Connor Christensen, the shortstop, would be next for the Royals. 3-1 is a late called strike, 3-2. Counts full, 2 outs, top of the first. Royals leading and still threatening. Men on second and third. They try to build up a solid lead here in inning number 1. Phillips trying to stop that from happening for the Express. 3-2. And ball 4. So 3 walks in the inning for Matthew Phillips.
Connor Christensen.
Still no visit to the mound from the Express coaching staff. Jeremy Garcia, along with the entire infield, going to come in. And here comes Phil Betterly. So he will talk to Phillips and try to calm him down a moment. Christensen coming up to the plate from Wabash Valley College from Cincinnati, Ohio. 5'9", righty, 170. We'll step away and return in just a moment. All right, so Strasburg ready to go here. Winchester with an opportunity to really start things strong here tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the first. They lead it 1-0. Connor Christensen's the batter. Phillips delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Winchester with their green unis, gray pants, light yellow, like a cream color. 0-1. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him. It's 0-2. All right, Phillips a strike away from getting through this half inning, just allowing the 1 run. Looks in for his signs. He works from the stretch. 0-2. And the pitch is popped up into right, coming in, now stopping and making the catch is the right fielder Castillo. And the half inning is over. Heck of a job by Strasburg's lefty Matthew Phillips as he just allows the 1 run. The Royals threaten but can only get 1 across as we go to the bottom of the first. Drew Lafferty's on the mound for the Royals. We'll tell you about him right after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Drew Lafferty's on the mound tonight for the Royals. Lafferty, 6'1" righty out of the University of Pittsburgh, and he will face this Strasburg lineup. Leading off and playing left field, it's Logan Duff. Batting second is Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. Batting third, Miles Curley, the designated hitter. Batting fourth, Randy Carlo, the fourth. He will play third. Batting fifth, Jeremy Garcia, the catcher. Batting sixth and playing position number 6, it's the shortstop, Carson Applegate. Batting seventh is Chase Ingram, the first baseman. Batting eighth and playing second, it's Anthony LaSala. And batting ninth and playing center tonight for the Express, Anthony Bianchina. Here's Logan Duff, the hero from the game against Front Royal. Blasted a 2-run home run to walk it off. Strasburg scored 8 runs in the 9th inning without recording a single out. Trailed 9-3 entering the 9th frame. Duff steps in here. The count is 0-1. And that's up and in, 1-1. Logan out of Randolph-Macon College, out of Forest, Virginia, 6-foot righty, 190. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And that is low, 2-1. Numbers for Lafferty, only 1 appearance so far, and it was against the Express. His last time out, it was a no decision. He went 4 innings, struck out 3, has an ERA of 2.25. 2-1. Swing and a liner into center by Duff. That'll be a base hit, and it bounces nearly over the center fielder's head. Logan Duff has his 3rd hit of the season on a hard hit liner to center. First hit for the Express here tonight. So Duff starts it off right here in the bottom of the first. Here's Eddie Castillo. All right, here's Castillo, the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Eddie Castillo out of San Jacinto College North from Tallahassee, Florida, 5'9", righty, 190. Comes into the game with 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. He is hitless against Lafferty. Inside, nearly hit him. Castillo's looking back to the umpire like, hey, did that hit me? No cigar, 1-1. Pitch is just a tad low, 2 balls and a strike. Strasburg enters play with the best batting average as a team in the league. They really went on that crazy run during their 10-game winning streak when they won 14 out of 16 games. 2-1. Breaking ball popped up. On the edge of the infield, backing up is Christensen, the shortstop, making the catch a couple of feet into the outfield, and there's 1 out here in the first.
Now batting the DH from the College of Central Florida, number 12, Miles Curley.
Brings up Miles Curley, the DH out of the College of Central Florida. Curley has been on a heater lately. He has been blasting home runs, 2 home runs in his last 2 games. Got the night off last night over at Front Royal. But he can really drill the baseball. The pitch. Swing and a little chopper, left side, going to be fielded by the third baseman, barehanded. Throw to first is in time. And as I say, he drills the baseball. He hit a little chopper to third for the second out, but Duff moves up to second.
Number 19, Randy Carlo, the fourth.
So 2 outs now after the leadoff single. Here's Randy Carlo, the fourth, the third baseman. Carlo out of Maryland from Reading, Pennsylvania, 6'2", righty, 205. Lafferty looking to get out of this half inning and keep it 1-0 Winchester. Base hit can tie it up. And Carlo takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Before that, A.B. Curley was batting .382. Here's Carlo batting .310 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. He's 23 for 74, and he's batting 1,000 against Lafferty. 0-1 is down and in, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove. It's 1-2. We've seen Carlo, when he gets behind 2 strikes, he really does that shortened up swing trying to poke the baseball. We saw it last night too in Front Royal. 1-2. And there it is. He gets a chopper. It's going to be back to the mound. Lafferty throws to first in time. And Strasburg wastes the leadoff single as they go scoreless in the first. We're off to the second. Royals 1, Express nothing. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the second inning. A local product out of Shenandoah University leads it off. It'll be Brody Pickett, the catcher. Pickett out of Gainesville, Virginia, 6-foot righty, 200. Plays his home college ball at the same park that the Royals play at in Winchester, Bridgeforth Field. Pickett off to a good start so far. He's batting .500, 3 for 6 with 3 RBIs. Takes ball 1, 1-0. Phillips looking for a more efficient second inning. He had 3 walks but only allowed the 1 run. Pickett hits one in the air to right. Castillo has a beat, reaches up and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the second. Here's the 9-hitter Morgan Miller, the third baseman.
From Norfolk State University, number 16, Morgan Miller.
Miller out of Norfolk State from Hamilton, Virginia. Miller awaits the pitch from Phillips. He takes up high, ball 1. Sun coming back out here, shining onto the field as we've got a bat right over here on the field. Guess that's the on-deck man, but sitting out here just to the right of the batter's box, 1-0. And that's called a ball, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. And that is popped up, softly hit off the hands, backing the second baseman, backing and making the catch is La Sala. At first it looked like he was going to have an easy beat on it, but then it just kept drifting backward and he called off the right fielder. Have a wind is a factor there. So 2 outs, top of the lineup. And it is Connie Derschlag, the center fielder. He's already 1 for 1, only hit of the game for the Royals. He takes what's called a ball, 1-0. And that misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes, the count. Phillips deals, and that's in there. Called strike, 2-1. Winchester leading Strasburg. We play here in the top of the second inning. Thanks for joining us, tuning in over on YouTube or Facebook or listening on Stretch Internet. 2-1. 3-1. Again, as you can tell, maybe a little bit of lag in the video with the heat we're experiencing once again today in Strasburg, so please bear with us. 3 balls and a strike to Derschlag. And way off, ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and it brings up Jack Mosh, the second baseman.
Number 31, Jack Mosh.
Mosh walked his first time up. So that's now 4 walks for Phillips through an inning and 2/3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Phillips looking for this final out here in the second. And a chopper foul. It is 0-1. Phillips has thrown 18 strikes to 23 balls so far through an inning and 2/3. Total of 41 pitches. Trying to limit things right around that area and get his team back into the dugout to try to put up some runs. 0-1. Breaking ball called strike 2, 0-2. So 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Strasburg will have Garcia, Applegate, and Ingram due up in the bottom of the second. Trying to get there here, right here. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Phillips fooled him. Breaking ball darting off the plate, gets the swing and a miss. And we go to the bottom of the second. Express coming up as they trail Winchester 1-0 on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Catcher, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
Jeremy Garcia, the catcher out of Miami-Dade Community College, leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Drew Lafferty back to the mound for the Royals. The first pitch to Garcia is down in the dirt, ball 1. Garcia out of Miami out of Miami listed at 5'11", 205. Bats from the right side. Comes in batting .253. That's low, 2-0. He's got 3 home runs and 14 RBIs here in 2024. 2-0. And that is going to catch the corner, 2-1. Get to the defense behind Lafferty here in just a moment. 2 balls, 1 strike. The righty kicks and deals. Breaking ball, wave and a miss, 2-2. Lipsy's in left, Durslag's in center, Lafferty's in right, Miller at third, Christensen at short, Mosh at second, Hernandez at first, and Pickett's doing the catching, 2-2. Breaking ball, fooled him, way out in front, and that is out number 1 here in the second. So Garcia couldn't lay off of the breaking ball. It's a nasty one. And here's Carson Applegate making his Express debut wearing a Kentucky helmet, although I think he is technically listed. Yep, he's going to, according to this, St. Joseph's University. Here's the pitch. Down and in. So I believe the pitcher, Lafferty, was also at the University of Kentucky. So I guess these guys were teammates, I believe. 1-0. Applegate takes a strike. It's 1-1. Carson Applegate, 6-foot righty from St. Joseph's University in Columbus, New Jersey. Batting here with 1 out in the bottom of the second for the Express. 1-1. And that skips in front of the plate. 2 balls and a strike now. And talked about how tight the playoff schedule is here as we wind down the last week and a half of the season. Swing and a foul back. You look at the North Division. Strasburg first, Purcellville second. Then for that third and final spot, currently there's a 2-way tie. Cardinals and Royals are 14 and 17. Then Newmarket a half a game behind them, and then Woodstock a full game behind them for that last spot. 2-2. Applegate takes in the dirt, and the count's full, 3-2. So it's going to come down to one of the last days of the season. This Winchester team's riding a 3-game winning streak. So they've definitely got some momentum. Meanwhile, Front Royal, who's also tied for the last spot, they've lost 4 in a row. They lost a stunner here the other night, that's for sure. 3-2. And Applegate takes a strike 3 called on the outside corner, according to the home plate umpire, and there's 2 outs here in the second.
First baseman from University of Alabama, Birmingham, number 33, Chase Ingram.
2 outs now. And here's Chase Ingram, the first baseman out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Ingram 1 for 5 last night. And he lines 1 foul past manager Cullen Smith, third base line, 0-1. Ingram, a second-year player for the Express. He's a 2-way. Oh, 1. That's low, 1-1. Purcellville quickly leading Woodstock 2-0, top of the third there. 1-1. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike now. Ingram out of Pleasant Hill, California, 6'3", 230. Two ones way up and away, 3-1. (3-1) to Chase Ingram. And that is fouled away. The count fills up at 3-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot.
(3-2). Lafferty kicks and deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Here in the second, Strasburg another quiet inning. They go down 1-2-3. We're through 2 and off to the third. Royals 1, Express nothing. Back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Hernandez.
Welcome back to Strasburg. Kyle Gutshaw with you as we go to the top of the third here from Strasburg as the Express and Royals battle it out here. And Winchester leads it 1-0. It'll be Jalen Hernandez leading it off for the Royals against Matthew Phillips. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the first pitch is down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Hernandez with a ground out to third, his only time up. 0-1 the count. Phillips sets up on the third base side of the rubber. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. Quickly 0-2 to Hernandez. And a swing and a foul ball toward the Royal dugout. We will do it again at 0-2. Strasburg trying to get a little bit of energy going here in this game. Pretty flat looking so far on both sides of the baseball. 0-2, and that hits him. So Phillips hits the leadoff man after being ahead 0-2.
Right fielder number 35, Austin Lafferty.
And it brings up Austin Lafferty, who is 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out. Looking to roll up a 2-ball here. Swing and a high fly ball, and that ball is way out of here. 3-0 Royals here in the third. So for Lafferty, he comes up and clobbers the baseball out of First Bank Park. And the Royals lead it 3-0.
Left fielder number 2, Marshall Lipsy.
So similar to the game against Front Royal here, after it was suspended originally, Strasburg will be playing from behind 3-0. Here's Marshall Lipsy, the left fielder. And that's fouled back, 0-1. One misses, 1-1. And Phillips hits Lipsy. And you got to think Phillips is toward the end of his line here. Control has just not been there for him today. Second hit by pitch of the inning. He's also walked 4. And time is called. They're going to check on Lipsy, or at least let him try to walk it off for a moment. I don't know how you walk one off to the back of your back, but
Now batting the DH, number 24, Brock Kohler.
here's Brock Kohler. So 3-0 Royals. Nobody out here, top 3. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and stealing that base on Phillips was Lipsy. So he's in the second now with still nobody out. Again, Phillips came into this ball game with an ERA of just 2.89, but he just hasn't had it tonight. 1-0. And an inside move back to second. Nearly thrown into the outfield. It gets away, but then coming to back it up is Applegate. So time is called. Now LaSala is going to come in and talk to Phillips. Try to give him a breather. Last few games Strasburg has lost. It's been in part because of walks. Strike called, 1-1. Phillips deals, breaking ball on the dirt, 2-1. Strasburg only had to use 3 arms last night. It looked like it may be a 7-inning game last evening, but they just couldn't get that 10th run across. They were leading at 11-2 for the 10-run lead, and that's way outside, 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike with nobody out here in the third and a runner at second for the Royals. Runner goes to third, and that's in the dirt, ball 4. So it's first and third now with nobody out.
Shortstop, number 6, Connor Christensen.
Here's Connor Christensen, the shortstop. And still nothing from the dugout. So the Express will continue to roll on here. Christensen batting here with men on the corners and nobody out. Phillips would love a strikeout. He has just one so far through 2+ innings. And ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Birdie Pickett, the catcher's on deck. And a strike called. It's 3-1. Runner goes, the pitch is high, ball 4, and another walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. And the Royals keep this inning moving. They lead 3-0, and they could get much worse here. They're, again, rolling with Phillips here in this AB. I think a lot of it comes down to you're late in the season. You don't want to use pitching when you don't have to. Pickett a fly out to right is only time up. Phillips pitches, and that's in there on the outside corner, 0-1. Pickett, the 8-hitter. Following him will be Morgan Miller. 0-1. Phillips sets and delivers. Swing and a liner into left. It's a base hit. And it's bobbled and left by Duff. 2 runs will score. It's 5-0. And walks and hit by pitches prove costly here in the third. This Royals team, talked about it earlier, they can put up runs in a hurry. Meeting to the mound. Here comes Phil Betterly. We'll step away briefly. All right, here is Morgan Miller batting with men on first and second and nobody out. It's 5-0 Royals. Matthew Phillips has not had it so far, and showing bunt is Miller. And it's in the dirt, ball one. I was going to say, if Winchester bunts here and gives Strasburg an out that they just can't seem to buy right now, it wouldn't make much sense to me. I just don't get that at all. 1-0. He pulls back, and maybe it's just to distract the pitcher. It's 2-0 now. Jalen Hernandez, the leadoff man, was behind in the count 0-2, and then he was hit by a pitch. And since then, things have gone down. 2-0. Pulls back, takes ball 3. 2 hit by pitches, 2 walks in the inning. A home run and a single. Let's see if Miller shows 3-0. There it is. And ball 4. And the bases are once again loaded. Still nobody out. And that'll be it for Matthew Phillips. He'll go just 2+ innings. We'll tell you about the new pitcher right after this. Welcome back to Strasburg. New pitcher for the Express will be Wesley Jones. He comes in here in a tough spot.
Center field,
Jones
number
out of
48,
UNC Charlotte from Matthews, North Carolina. 6'4", righty, 225. Bases full, nobody out. Here's Connie Derschlag batting for the third time and now 3 innings.
Okay.
The pitch.
Have to turn it over. Thank you.
Inside, ball 1.
That winner on the back of the ticket is Cindy Henry. Cindy, go get your prize.
So 1-0 the count to Derschlag. The pitch. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Strasburg, so far tonight, they've committed 7 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and an error. So 10 free passes already through 2+ innings. Then you count the wild pitch. That's another one. Pass ball, 2-0. 3-0. Sometimes these games happen, and for one team it's great, and for the other team it's a long night. (3-0) from Wesley Jones. And he fires in a 3-0 breaking ball for a strike. 3-1. Well, the Royals are only out hitting the Express 3-1, but they have dominated in other categories. 3-2. And at this point, you're just playing limit the damage if you're Jones. If you give up 1 or 2, that's one thing, but you just got to stop the bleeding. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go after ball 4. And there's 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Nice pitch there from Jones, getting Derschlag out for the first time tonight. Here's Jack Mosh, the second baseman.
Jack Mosh.
Mosh 0 for 1 so far tonight. A walk in the first, strikeout in the second. Well, yeah, the runners tried to move up, but there's nowhere to go. Base is occupied. All right, Mosh. The pitch from Jones. That's low, ball 1. Base is full, 1 out for the Royals. 4 runs in the inning with just 2 hits. One 0 is ball 2, and it rolls away from Garcia, 2-0. Numbers for Wesley Jones here on the summer. Comes in with an ERA of 4.91, 17 strikeouts, now 18 strikeouts through exactly 15 innings. 2-0. Fell behind the last man 3-0 and then came back with multiple breaking balls to get the strikeout. 2-0 is a chopper up the middle. Short hop by LaSala. He bobbles. They'll get an out. Well, oh, hold on a second. Not even going to get an out. Thought they had him at second base there. Looked like he went right across the base. They say no, and no outs are recorded. It's 6-0. First, it looked like it may have been a double play. A heck of a tough pick there from LaSala. Looked like he came across the base with it and tagged the bag. Umpire saying he dropped it, and it's 6-0, and this disastrous inning continues for the Express.
First baseman, number 41, Jalen Fernandez.
So that'll go down as an E4. Tough error there. Maybe a fielder's choice. Made a heck of a tough pick. Did drop the ball, but here's Hernandez, and he takes ball 1. Hernandez batting for the second time in the inning. He was hit by a pitch to start it. Here's a ground ball to second. LaSala goes to second for 1, throws it to first. They don't have an out there, and it's a touchdown to nothing here in the 3rd. 7-0.
Right fielder, number 35, Austin Lafferty.
Lafferty takes a ball, 1-0. Not a good night for the Express pitchers to not be throwing strikes because it is tight back there. Two and 0. Throw to first, back in safely. Two out. Swing and a miss, 2-1. This inning, again, it was an 0-2 count to Hernandez, and Phillips hit him. And it has just unraveled since then. Still just 3 hits for the Royals. They've got men on the corners with 2 outs here in the third, 7-0. The pitch to Lafferty, who homered earlier this inning. A lot earlier this inning. Strike 2, 2-2. He's already has 3 RBIs, RBI ground out in the first. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jones trying to hold it right there. Comes set at the belt. And he delivers. Runner goes from first. The pitch is fouled back. This is almost identical to the last game for Strasburg at Winchester. They fell behind 7 or 8-0. And then fought back, but not enough. When you fall in these kind of holes, it's not very likely you're going to win. The other night against Front Royal was an extreme outlier. 2-2. Swing and another foul ball. Well, we still play here in the third inning. We are officially an hour into the game. 2 outs in the top of the third. Jones sets and deals. That's in the dirt. Moving to second on the stolen bases, Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning comes to a close. Winchester scores 6 runs. Walks and hit by pitches have been and errors and major issue for Strasburg tonight. And they've got a huge hole to work out of as we go to the bottom of the third. 7-0 Royals on the Express Baseball Network. And we go to the bottom of the third.
University of Pittsburgh, number 45, Anthony LaSala.
Strasburg down big early, 7-0. And they will send Anthony LaSala to the plate to lead off. LaSala, that'll be his first plate appearance of the game. Strasburg has thrown over 80 pitches to get through just the 3 innings so far tonight. I believe it was 45 balls to 40 strikes. 46-40. So not a good recipe for success or efficiency. 0-1. LaSala lines one in the center. It's a base hit. Leadoff single for the Express here in the bottom of the third. Here's Anthony Bianchina, the center fielder.
Number 10, AJ Bianchina.
Now the game Strasburg's watching closely. Purcellville leading Woodstock 4-0. They could get within half a game of first place if things go their way. Bianchina takes low, ball 1. Bianchina batting .235 with 7 RBIs. He's batting 1,000 against Lafferty, who really likes to shake his wrist out, his hand out, which is typically not a good thing, but usually it's a sign of something, but I guess it's just a habit of his. 2-0. Gets in the stretch and then kind of flops his wrist around. 2-0. And a liner in the left, that is going to drop for a base hit. It's bobbled in left, and it gets past the left fielder. Here come the runners. LaSala rounding third. He's coming in to score, and it's 7-1. So the Express are on the board. And the second is Bianchina with an RBI it's going to be a double. So a double and an RBI.
Left fielder number 6, Logan Duff.
And just like that, the Express have tied the Royals in the hit column. And the Express are halfway to the natural cycle here in this inning. A single and a double. Here's the leadoff man, Logan Duff. He takes ball 1, 1-0. Bianchina's been hitting the ball well as of late. He does it again there. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Lafferty, this will be his 38th pitch of the outing. And that's a strike, 2-1. Eddie Castillo's next. Still nobody out in inning number 3. Already seen 7 runs combined here in this inning. 6 for Winchester. 2-1. Duff swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Got some not so good looking clouds out there in the distance. 2-2 to Logan Duff. Singled his first time up. And he lines one in the air to left field. It's pretty well hit. Backing up, and it is gone. And Logan Duff has done it again. A liner that gets out of the ballpark to make it a 4-run game. Here come the Express. Duff has made an immediate impact with the Express since arriving just a few days ago. And it breaks up the natural cycle. A single, a double, and a home run.
Number 9, Eddie Castillo.
Duff is now 2 for 2. And just like that, it's 7-3. Here's Eddie Castillo. He takes inside, ball 1. So now 9 runs combined in this third inning. We may be here until tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, first pitch. 1-0 is a ball, 2-0. Strasburg now out hitting the Royals 4-3. But still a lot of work to do in the run column. 2-0 to Castillo. And that's a strike at the knees, 2-1. Shows how quickly things can change. 2-1. Breaking ball. Call it a ball. 3-1. Might have been up. Miles Curley, the DH, is on deck for the Express. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. 3-2. Castillo coming in batting .241 with 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. 3-2. That's line down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and it's going to go all the way to the corner. Castillo hustling into second, and he will be there safely. And the Express keep this inning alive. Another double with still nobody out. Now 5 hits on the game for the Express. First for Castillo. We've seen 2 doubles, a single and a home run here with still nobody out in inning number 3. And a meeting at the mound. Will step away briefly. All right, back to Strasburg. Things are getting more and more interesting here. Again, we're only in the 3rd inning, so it's still extremely early in this game. But Strasburg, after allowing 6 runs in the top of the 3rd, have scored 3 in the bottom half, and they're still threatening with nobody out. Here's Miles Curley. Again, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out. And he takes ball 1. Strasburg being very patient at the plate, working the counts, and getting pitches that they can drive. 1-0. That's a strike. One. And that is outside. 2-1. Yes, shout out to the Randolph-Macon kids. They have been coming up big for the Express. Logan Duff and center fielder, not tonight, but he has been the center fielder, and Carter Schmidt. 2-1. That's in the dirt. 3-1. Still no bullpen activity for the Royals, which is a little bit surprising, but I guess coming into a 7-0 lead, or coming to an inning with a 7-0 lead, you don't really even think about it. But 3 balls and a strike to number 42, Miles Curley. Ball 4.
Third baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo, the 4th.
Here comes Randy Carlo, the 4th. Grounder back to the mound, his only time up. He's 0 for 1. Curley at first, Castillo at second. Nobody out. Lafferty delivers. Swing and a high fly, left field, and Carlo's going to sit there and enjoy it. It's out of here. And Randy Carlo, the 4th, has made this a 1-run game here in the 3rd inning. 6 runs have come across for the Express. He absolutely crushed that baseball. His 3rd, that is home run, I believe number 5 of the season. Number 4. And Strasburg is within 1 here in the 3rd inning. Wow.
The catcher, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
So just like that, it's 7-6 with still nobody out. Now this feels like the Front Royal inning, where they just kept scoring and kept scoring. Here's Jeremy Garcia, now the tying run, and he fouls it off the fists. 0-1. Strasburg with 6 hits. Both teams have scored 6 runs in the inning. That's pretty uncommon. 0-1. Breaking ball just low, 1-1. Carlo absolutely demolished that baseball, and he enjoyed it. He admired it. 1-1. Strike called, bottom of the zone. Garcia didn't necessarily love it. 1-2. Single, double, home run, double, single, home run here in the inning for the Express. 1-2, the pitch. Breaking ball, grounder to first. Garcia will be out as tagging the bag is Hernandez for the first out here in the third. So the first out here in the third, and here's Carson Applegate. Struck out looking, his only time up. Seven to 6. Both teams with 6 runs in this third inning so far. Applegate takes low, ball 1. We are an hour and 15 minutes in. We play with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0. Applegate takes a low strike, 1-1. Carson Applegate making his Express debut here this evening. 1-1, wave and a miss, 1-2. So Lafferty, who entered the game with 2 pretty good innings, lit up here in this inning for 6 earned runs. 1-2, check swing, ball 2, 2-2. Strasburg struck out in order in inning number 2, Garcia, Applegate, and Ingram. But a completely different third inning here. 2-2 is just off the plate, counts full 3-2. On deck, Chase Ingram, the Strasburg first baseman. And ball 4, another walk.
First baseman, number 33, Chase Ingram.
I say another walk. That's his first, actually that's his second walk of the inning. So Applegate is on first, and Ingram, the last man to hit in the inning before Strasburg turns the lineup card over and can say they hit around. Check swing, he went around 0-1. Breaking ball misses up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-6 Royals here with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Lafferty kicks and deals. Swing and a ground ball to short. Could be 2. Christensen tosses to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. And Ingram beats it out for the fielder's choice. So now Strasburg able to hit around here in inning number 3. Both teams hitting around.
Second baseman, number 45, Anthony La Sala.
Applegate erased on the fielder's choice, and that'll be it for the Winchester starter, Drew Lafferty. He goes just 2 2/3, and the man at first is his responsibility. We've got a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new arm for Winchester right after this.
Here, check your admission ticket.
New pitcher for Winchester here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. It'll be Cord Copley. Copley out of Stephen F. Alston State from Sugar Land, Texas, 5'11", righty, 180. Strasburg batting here with 2 outs and the tying run at first here in inning number 3. Anthony LaSala, who led off the inning with a base hit, takes a ball, 1-0. And LaSala pops one up, shallow left, coming in Lipsy. Lipsy calls it, makes the catch, and this crazy, crazy third inning is thankfully over. Winchester 6 runs in the top of the inning. Strasburg 6 runs in the bottom of the inning. And just like that, it's a 1-run game as we go to the 4th here on the Express Baseball Network. Marshall Lipsy leads off the top of the 4th inning for the Royals. Wesley Jones still on the mound for the Express. My scorebook has turned into an absolute mess, only a third of the way into this game tonight. Lipsy's 0 for 0, a hit by pitch and a walk, and it's quickly 2-0. Lipsy has scored a run. He was part of the 6-run third inning barrage for the Royals. 2-0 from Jones. 3-0. See if he's swinging away. I don't think he will be. And ball 4, 3-0, and he walks him to lead off the inning.
The DH, number 24, Brock Culler.
Here's Brock Culler, the DH. He's walked twice tonight. Pretty much everyone in this lineup has walked at least once. Some have walked more than once. Jones throws to first. And that's in there. Oh, 1. And ball 1. We play here in the top of the 4th inning. 7-6. Strasburg missed the extra point earlier. So they trail 7-6. Winchester in the third decided to kick the PAT instead of going for 2. 1-1. Runner goes, gets a huge jump, and it's fouled back, and that's a gift for the Express. 1-2. Talking about football, they've got the football flying around the Royals bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes to the Winchester DH. Runner goes again. The pitch is low, and stealing second, standing up, is Lipsy. So just like that, Winchester, really without doing much, has a man in scoring position with nobody out. Two-two, swing and a miss. Heck of a nice pitch there from Wesley Jones. Got him to go after one out of the zone, and that's a big first out here in the 4th.
Shortstop, number 6, Connor Christensen.
Smells like rain. Is that just me? I think you all forgot what rain smells like. Here's Connor Christensen, the shortstop. 0 for 1, fly out to right in the 1st, walk and a run scored in the 3rd. Some breeze. Some pink skies, pink clouds. Runner at second. Wouldn't be shocked to see him take off soon. Breaking ball. Misses, ball 1. Yeah, not a good night for these pitchers to not be throwing right in the strike zone. See if the zone widens up as we move through this game. 1-0, runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw to 3rd. And he's in there safely. So the count is 1-1, and getting to 3rd quite easily on the stolen base is Lipsy. One. Breaking ball, called a ball, 2-1. Infield playing back. They'll surrender the run. Unless it's hit to the corner, maybe. Swing and a miss. High hack on a fastball out of the zone. Counts even, 2-2. Lipsy at 3rd. Christensen the batter with Birdie Pickett, the catcher out of Shenandoah, on deck. Two, and a beautiful looking fastball that's called a ball. Must have just been off the plate. Three-two is ball 4. So another walk for the Express, second of the inning. They are well on their way. I say this with confidence. The Express are well on their way to setting a franchise record for walks in a game. Don't know what the record is, but they got to be well on their way. And if we count hit by pitches, it gets even uglier. Here's Pickett. Great chance here for the Royals, and he swings and pops one up, foul and out of play. 0-1. Strasburg, 9 walks allowed so far, 2 hit by pitches. Third to first, back in safely is Christensen. But give the Royals credit, they're being patient at the plate. Not helping Strasburg out. Oh, 1. Down and in to the backstop. Runner's coming, and he'll be there safely. It's 8-6. Lipsy scores on the wild pitch, and Christensen gets the second. Again, Winchester, just 3 hits. But they're being patient, and they're taking advantage of a lot of opportunities they're being given. 1-1 to Pickett. Breaking ball misses, 2-1. Inside move to second. Back in there safely. Percival still leading Woodstock 4-0, bottom 5 there. Jones deals. Ball 3. Front Royal leading Newmarket 1-0, bottom of the 4th. Northern Division games. Three one. And ball 4. First and second now with 1 out for the 9-hitter Morgan Miller.
Morgan Miller.
All right, so Miller is 0 for 1. Pop out the second in the second, and a walk in the third. See if Miller does the whole thing where he shows bunt again like he did last time. He is not showing. The pitch is low, ball 1. Time is called for Randy Carlo to tie his shoes. So he's had the bug, and he has his shoelaces. Three walks in the inning for the Express. Their pitching has not been great. 1-0, chopper foul. It was never called by the home plate umpire. It just goes foul. Clearly hit him in the box. Base umpire saying it did. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top 4. 1 run across for the Royals so far. Looking like it might take 15 or 20 to win this thing. Jones deals. Breaking ball. Misses. 2-1. Two-one is hit well. Right field backing up is Castillo. He's got a beat on it. He makes the catch, tagging to third. Here's the throw in. It's all the way to the bag, not in time. Good throw from Castillo. Just too much speed out there by Christensen, so he tags to third. However, it is the second out of this inning. And here's Connie Derschlag batting now for the 4th time in 4 innings. He is 1 for 2, single and a run scored in the first, walk in the second, strikeout swinging in the third. So first and third now with 2 outs in the 4th. Derschlag, the leadoff man in this Winchester Royal lineup. The pitch. Low, ball 1. We have not seen many first pitch strikes tonight. They have been very rare. Very small lead over there at first base for the catcher Pickett. They might try to go and call some havoc. Durslag foul, a ground ball down the third base line. Carlo Fields throws to first in time. And after all that, just one run comes across for the Royals. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Winchester leads this one 8-6.
Center fielder number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
8-6 Winchester as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Bianchina and the top of the lineup, Duff and Castillo. Staying on the mound is Cord Copley. Final line for Winchester starter Drew Lafferty. He went 2 2/3, allowed 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. 1-0. Bianchina, who doubled to keep the momentum going in the third, takes inside 2-0. Copley deals 3-0. These two teams just can't throw strikes tonight. Simple as that. Bianchina out of UNC Charlotte, and there's one right down the middle, 3-1. Copley, a quick worker. Righty works from the windup. 3-1 is lined in the right. It's a base hit for Bianchina. Strasburg has their 7th hit of the night. Second for him.
Left fielder number 6.
And he's halfway to the cycle. He's got a single and a double. Top of the lineup, here's Logan Duff. 2-run home run his last time up. He's already halfway to the cycle. A single and a home run. Eight to 6 is our score. Copley looking for a ground ball double play. Duff trying to lift one in the air again. He takes a strike, 0-1. Again, Duff out of Randolph-Macon. It's a Division III program in the ODAC. Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Bianchina at first. Notice Strasburg, they haven't run as much lately. I guess they don't have the personnel maybe to do that like they did earlier in the season. 0-2. Check swing, he didn't go, he held up. And it's 1-2. Credit the strong wrist there of Duff on the 0-2 breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Copley keeps an eye on the runner at first and deals. Swinging a liner, that's going to be a base hit through the 6 hole on the left side of the infield. Duff is 3 for 3, and the Express have men on first and second with nobody out.
Right fielder number 9, Eddie.
And here comes Eddie Castillo, doubled his last time up. All right, Castillo, the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 4th. Takes ball 1, 1-0. Strasburg trailed this thing 7-0 before scoring 6 in the bottom of the 3rd. Then Winchester with 1 in the top of the 4th. Strasburg threatening down 2 here in the bottom of the 4th with nobody out. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big hack there from Castillo. 1-1. Bianchina, big lead off second. The pitch. Inside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Castillo with power. The pitch. Swing and a high fly. Backing the center fielder up, and Bianchina not able to tag up. Don't know exactly what was going on there. Bad read off the bat, but he does not tag up. Castillo stung it well to center, but it's an out. First out in the inning. And it brings up Miles Curley, the DH. So here's Curley. Curley 0 for 1 tonight, walked and scored his last time up. Comes into the game with 10 RBIs, batting .371. Fastball in there, 0-1. Curley, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. 2 of his 13 hits, home runs. And a ground ball to short. To second for 1, back to first. And it's not in time. Beating it out just by an eyelash is Curley. And it'll keep the inning alive for the Express. Great hustle there from Miles Curley. Bianchina moves up to third. Duff out at second on the fielder's choice. And here is Carlo.
He is working overtime today.
Carlo with a long 2-run home run his last time up. Wonder if Winchester took any exception to the way that he admired his home run ball. It was a 3-run home run. Well, a 3-run home run here would do Strasburg pretty well too. Ball 1. 8-6 Royals. 2 outs. Cord Copley on the mound. Second arm of the night for the Royals. Curley at first. The tying run, Bianchina at third. Swing and a foul back. Healthy hack there from Carlo, 1-1. Copley, long look in, the pitch. Wave and a miss. Pitch gets away. Neither runner moves up. And it's 1-2. Kind of poor base running here this inning for the Express. Uncharacteristically. Probably should already be 8-7. But Carlo trying to come up with a base hit here. 1-2. And a liner into right. It's a base hit, and it is 8-7. Curley gets the stop sign. He holds it second. He tries to swat at the baseball mid-throw. It's 8-7. So Carlo comes up with another base hit. He's halfway to the cycle. Scoring from third is being Keena. Curley up to second. And this game just continues to be weird. That's now 9 hits for the Express. Tying runs at second for Garcia. He's over 2. Inside, nearly hit him, ball 1. So Carlo now with 4 RBIs in this game. One-oh. Outside, just missing, 2-0. Is hit well into right, but getting there and making the catch is Lafferty. Garcia got it off the end of the bat just a tad bit. Put it into the outfield, but didn't have enough to do much of anything, and the inning comes to a close. But again, Strasburg answers back to Winchester, this time for a run. And we're off to the 5th. 8-7 Winchester on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. We finally go to the 5th inning here from Strasburg. It's 8-7. Jack Mosh leads it off for the Royals. Mosh batting for the 4th time tonight, and he takes a call, ball 1. One-oh. And to the backstop. Mosh didn't like it. Mosh a walk in the first, strikeout in the second, reached on an error in the third. Picked up an RBI in the third as well. 2-0. And 3-0. It's almost become, this has almost become comical for both of these teams. 3-0. And that's called ball 4. Don't know where that is. Called ball 4. Carlo over at third, not happy with the home plate umpire. You don't want him to get tossed. He's hit the heck out of the ball tonight. So for what feels like the 6th or 7th time tonight, it's a leadoff walk. And here's Jalen Hernandez. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. Wesley Jones looking to get through another inning. Going to have to work around the leadoff walk, the 1-0. Breaking ball, ball 2. Throw to first. Two-0. Ball 3. Eight to 7 here in the top of the 5th. And called strike, 3-1. Three-one to Jalen Hernandez. Runner goes. Pitch is hit high in the air to right center field. And gone. And it's 10-7. So Winchester back up 10-7 as they are being out hit 9-4. Leadoff walk is costly once again.
Right fielder number 35, Austin Lafferty.
And here's Austin Lafferty. Lafferty 2-run home run earlier in this game. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Ball 4.
Left fielder number 2, Marshall Lipsy.
Here's Marshall Lipsy. He has walked twice and been hit by a pitch. And ball one. One zero. 2-0.2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3. We are truly witnessing something unbelievable tonight. For all of the wrong reasons. 3-0, runner goes, and ball 4. We have seen another walk. Another walk. Meeting to the mound. And pitching change. Tell you about the new pitcher after this. New pitcher for the Express will be Lucas Glover. Glover 6'5" righty from High Point. Royals first and second, nobody out. The pitch. And it misses, ball 1. 10-7 Royals. They've scored 2 here in the inning. Leadoff walk, 2-run homer, walk and a walk. 1-0. And a base hit to right. Castillo charges. They'll hold the runner, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. 5th hit for Winchester tonight. And here comes Connor Christensen.
Number 6, Connor Christensen.
Christensen a fly out, a walk, and a walk. Express have walked 13 men tonight. And 2 hit by pitches. The pitch. And a called strike. It's an amazing sight, 0-1. And that's inside, 1-1. Base is full, nobody out. And that's right down the middle, and it's called a strike. It's 1-2. Christensen the batter. Lipsy at first. Excuse me, Lafferty at third, Lipsy at second. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 out here in the 5th. Brings up Brody Pickett, the catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 30, Brody Pickett.
Some clouds moving around us. Evidently Woodstock is getting hammered with rain as we speak. But we're good here. Pickett, fly out, single, RBI, run scored, and a walk. And he takes what's called a ball, and it's just perplexing, 1-0. One the count. And a liner to short. There's one. Throw to second, and it's thrown away. Could have been a double play. Instead, the Royals are gifted a run, and it's 11-7. Wow. Third error for Strasburg. It'll be an E6. Lafferty scores. Lipsy to third.
Third base.
Cooler to second.
Morgan Miller.
So 11-7. Here is Morgan Miller. 0 for 2 with a walk. Ball 1. Well, Strasburg looking like they're going to have to score at least 3 if they want to continue to match what the Royals are doing. Only problem is they're still going to be down by 1. 1-0 is in there for a called strike, 1-1. 2 outs in the top of just the 5th inning. We are 2 hours and 2 minutes into the game. 1-1. Pfister to third. Carlo fields. Throws to first in time. And the Royals score 3 runs in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg down 11-7 on the Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Strasburg down 11-7. Carson Applegate, Chase Ingram, and Anthony LaSala. First pitch misses. So here's the rundown for Strasburg so far. These numbers are ugly, ugly, ugly on the defensive side along with pitching. 1-0 to Applegate. That's high. Strasburg has thrown 142 pitches so far through 5 innings. 82 balls, 60 strikes. Here's the 2-0 to Applegate. 3-0. They've walked 13. They've hit 2. They've thrown 2 wild pitches. They have a pass ball, and they've committed 3 errors. And just like that, it's a 3-0 count to Applegate and a leadoff walk. Holy cow. Applegate walks for the 2nd time tonight.
First baseman, number 33, Chase Ingram.
And here's Chase Ingram. Oh, yeah, all that and Strasburg still within 1 swing of the bat, 4 runs. Hard to believe, that's only 3 walks tonight for Winchester, but 2 of them have been to Applegate. All right, Ingram's 0 for 2, strikeout in the fielder's choice. Copley throws to first, Applegate back in safely. Still in the bottom of the 5th, and Woodstock weather has become a factor. Purcellville leading Woodstock 4-0. Top 6, Newmarket leading Front Royal 3-1. The pitch. Ingram broken bat, grounder back to the mound. Copley will field, throw to first in time. Ingram chucks the bat into the ground. And there's 1 out. Comes LaSala, the Strasburg second baseman.
Now batting number 45, Anthony LaSala.
All right, here's LaSala. Anthony 1 for 2, single and a run scored, along with a fly out to left. The pitch. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. Copley from the stretch. The 1-0. Fastball high for a called strike this time, 1-1. Carson Applegate at second for the Express. He goes, pitches a called strike, throw to third. Not in time. Carson Applegate just barely snags third base. So he's in there now with LaSala behind 1 and 2 with 1 out. No bullpen activity, just a guy stretching down there for Winchester. We can't see Strasburg's. Copley gets into the windup now, 1-2. That's high, 2 and 2. Well, Strasburg trying to cash in on the dreaded leadoff walk. And LaSala takes outside 3 and 2. Anthony from the University of Pittsburgh. From big pitch coming up here. 3-2. And a foul back, just getting a piece. Anthony had multiple 3-2 counts last night. He actually got the short end of a stick late in the game. Strasburg was stealing, and he hit a liner to second, right where the second baseman had moved to cover the bag. It would have been a base hit. 3-2, and that hits him. A hit by pitch for LaSala, and let's just hope that didn't get him on a finger. He is holding his hand. It'll be first and third for Strasburg. And a 3-2 count. He gets hit by the pitch. Trainer coming out to check on him, see if he has any feeling in his hand. And he will go to first. Home plate umpire is walking toward the dugout, just getting some baseballs. Okay.
Number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
So it's first and third with one out here for the Express. Bianchina will bat. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double, an RBI, and a run scored from the 9-hole. Copley sets and deals. Swing and a miss. La Sala moves to second on the ball in the dirt. So the count is 0-1. Runners at second and third with one out. Ground ball to first. Runner is coming home. They're going to tag the bag and get a run to score for Strasburg, and it's 11-8. So coming in aggressively on contact was Applegate after the leadoff walk. RBI ground out for Bianchina makes it a 3-run game again. And moving to third is La Sala.
Left fielder number 6, Logan Duff.
So that is now 2 RBIs for Bianchina, but there are now 2 outs. Here's Logan Duff. 3 hits, 2 singles, a 2-run home run, and a run scored. He takes high, ball 1. 11-8 Winchester Royals here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 hours and 11 minutes into play tonight. Up high, 2-0. Wave and a miss. Duff has fallen behind multiple times before ultimately getting his hits in this ball game. 2-1. And a fly ball, he got under it. Left center. Calling it off is the left fielder, and making the catch is Lipsy, and the inning is over. Well, Strasburg scores again, but they're unable to match Winchester. They score 1, and they trail by 3 as we're off to the 6th here from First Bank Park on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Top of the 6th inning we go. Winchester 11, Strasburg 8. Kyle Gutschall with you. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or listening on Stretch Internet. Connie Derschlag, the leadoff man, will bat here to start this inning. And the first pitch from Glover is a strike, 0-1. Strasburg has now thrown 143 pitches through 5+ innings. 0-1. And a ground ball back to the mound. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first, scooped out, and they got him. And what is a miraculous play turns into a quick out, which is great to see here in this ball game.
Number 31, Jack Mush.
A quick first out. It's a sight to be seen right now. One out in the inning. Here's Jack Mosh. He's walked twice, reached on an error, scored, picked up an RBI, and struck out swinging. Great play there from Glover, though. It was going to be really tough. Here's a ground ball up the middle, hits the mound, fielded it short, throw to first, and just in time is Applegate. 2 quick outs here in the 6th. Wow, we are moving very quickly now.
First baseman, number 41, Jalen.
Here's Jalen Hernandez. He clobbered a 2-run home run his last time up. Hernandez bats from the left side. 2 quick outs for Strasburg's Lucas Glover. Hernandez takes a ball, 1-0. Swing and a liner into center. And a 1-2-3 inning. Wow. Can't believe we just saw that. Great job there from Lucas Glover. 2 ground outs and a line out. And Strasburg comes back to bat as they trail 11-8. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We're back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Eddie Castillo leads it off. He'll be facing Cord Copley, who's still on the mound. The count is 1-0, now 2-0. It'll be Castillo, Curley, and Carlo due up for the Strasburg Express. 2-0. And that's top of the zone for a strike, 2-1. Castillo 1 for 3, double and a run scored in the 3rd. 2-1's inside. It's 3-1. Some breeze up here in the press box again. 3 balls and a strike, trying to start off the inning strong. And it's a leadoff walk again.
The DH, number 12, Miles Curley.
You know you're getting towards the end of the Valley League season when you look down the Winchester's bullpen right now, and I don't even know if there's anyone standing down there. Teams are short of arms. They have been taxed this summer. Guys have gone home. This is the story of every season when you get to the end. Here's Miles Curley. Toward the end. Ball 1, that's in the dirt. And time is called. Pitching coach out to talk to Copley. And while they do that, we will step away. All right, back to Strasburg. Meeting is adjourned. Castillo still at first. Curley the batter. It's a 1-0 count. Play here with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cord Copley, the righty, deals. That's fouled back by Curley, 1-1. Curley frustrated. I think that was ball 2. He tried to tomahawk it. It's 1-1. Make sure you're with us. For inning number 7, we'll have baseball history. It'll probably be the quickest inning since I have something to actually talk about there. And breaking ball looked good, but called a ball, 2-1. Copley kind of wondering where that was. Copley has thrown 2 1/3. He's thrown 50 pitches. 2-1. Crushed but foul to the right side, 2-2. Top 7, Newmarket leading Front Royal 3-1. Still bottom 5 in Woodstock, 4-0 Percival. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Strasburg DH, Miles Curley. And a pop-up. Trouble, wind blowing it, foul territory, collision between the second and first baseman, and it drops foul. Colliding is Mosh and Hernandez. Wind just took a hold of that thing and blew it, and the defenders ran right into each other in foul territory. It drops foul, and Curley gets another try. Two again. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And Curley just got tossed out of the game.
Great, Curley. Good job.
Home plate umpire ejects Miles Curley out of the ball game after the strikeout on a pitch that hasn't been called a strike all night. But it is here, and Curley didn't like it, understandably. So he is out of the game. Strasburg will have to put somebody in the DH and 3-hole.
Third baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo, to fourth.
All right, so here is Carlo, who's had a great night tonight. The pitch. Ground ball to third, going to second for 1. It's thrown off the bag. Safe at second is Castillo on an E5. I think it'll be a fielder's choice E5. Ground ball to third. Miller threw it to the second base bag, and he threw it, causing Mosh to come off the base, so the Express have first and second now with just 1 out. That is the first error of the night for the Royals. Here is Garcia. Garcia, the tying run here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1. That is called a strike now, 0-2. 0-2 the count to Garcia. He's 0 for 3. Runner goes, pitches inside a huge jump by Castillo, and he took third on the pitcher. And Garcia took that pitch because he knew how big of a lead he had. Fortunately, although it looked similar to Curley's, it was called a ball. So first and third now. Castillo at third, the pitch. Swing and a foul back, and Garcia stays alive. He may have gotten something in his eyes now. Leadoff walk started this inning off. And Garcia takes a curveball high, 2-2. Cord Copley looking in for the signs. He has thrown a lot of pitches so far in relief. 2-2 is a ground ball right side. It's going to get a run in. It's bobbled at second, and everyone's going to be safe. It's an E4 charge to Mosh. It's 11-9, and the tying run's at first. Castillo comes in to score. Leadoff walk, Calsley again. It'll be an RBI for Garcia.
Number 5, Carson Applegate.
And here's Carson Applegate. Strikeout looking, and 2 walks, a stolen base, and a run scored. 11-9, bottom 6. Garcia the tying run at first. Carlo at second. Copley deals. Breaking ball inside off the glove of the catcher, and both runners are going to move up on the pass ball. One and 0 the count. He gets in the windup now. The pitch fouled back. Base hit ties this game up. 1 run so far for the Express. 2 errors in the inning for the Royals. 1-1 the count. Corners playing in. And Applegate is nailed in the back. It's a hit by pitch, and the bases are full for Chase Ingram. Now let's just hope that wasn't anything intentional with a base open at first and 1 out.
Now batting number 33, Chase Ingram.
So Applegate on for the 3rd time tonight. Bases loaded, 1 out for Chase Ingram. Winchester defense, corners will go home with it. Middle infield will go for the double play. Ingram is hit by a pitch, and it's 11-10. Wow. Everyone moves up a base. Back-to-back hit by pitches on back-to-back pitches. RBI for Ingram. It's 11-10.
Second baseman number 45, Anthony LaSala.
Someone finally getting up for Winchester. So Winchester gonna buy some time for the bullpen to get going. Looks like number 15 getting hot for Winchester, which is a right-hander. And it is Nick Lorenz. So here is LaSala. Bases loaded, 1 out. Strasburg down 11-10 in a game they trailed 7-0. From the windup, the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 1. Strasburg 10 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. Winchester 11 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. 1-0. And a breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Strasburg 6 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 so far here in the 6th. Winchester 1 in the 1st, 6 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, nothing in the sixth. 1-1, fouled back, it's 1-2. La Sala, well, he was hit by a pitch his last time up. Again, this inning started with a leadoff walk. 1-2. Swing and a number up the middle. This is going to tie the game. Throw to first base, not in time. An infield RBI single for La Sala. It's 11-all. Garcia from third. He gets in to score. Applegate moves to third. Ingram to second. La Sala infield RBI single. It's 11-11. Bases are still loaded, and that's going to be it for Cord Copley. We've got a pitching change here in Strasburg. We'll be back after this if we're still awake. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the sixth. It's 11-11. Strasburg has erased in a 7-0 deficit. Bases loaded, 1 out for Anthony Bianchina. He will face the new pitcher, Nick Lorenz, the right-hander. Winchester plays the infield in. The first pitch is low, 1-0. Nick Lorenz, third pitcher of the night for Winchester. 6-foot righty out of the University of North Florida from Port Orange, Florida. Bianchina, the 9-hitter, he's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. 1-0. That is a called strike, 1-1. It's hard to believe both teams have only used 3 pitchers so far. They've made it work, I guess you could say. But it hasn't worked. 1-1. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Lorenz on the season, 16 innings, 21 strikeouts, and an ERA of 6.75. He has 7 walks to 21 strikeouts. 2-1 to Bianchina. Ball 3. And he thought it was ball. He thought it was ball 4. It's just ball 3. So that adds to this interesting night. Bianchina thought it was ball 4, however, he needs one more for ball 4. Now, what will the baseball gods do after that? 3 balls and a strike. Lorenz comes set, the righty at the belt, and the pitch. And a strike called on a breaking ball, 3-2. 11 all in the bottom of the 6th inning. Winchester playing the infield in. 1 out, 3-2. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball, breaking ball, and Bianchina was way out in front, but just stayed on it enough to get a piece. Three-two. And a high pop-up, shallow right. This is going to be trouble. It drops. And the run comes in to score on a bloop single, and it's a 12-11 Strasburg lead. Base hit RBI for Bianchina, 10th hit of the night for the Express. And they have come all the way back to take a 12-11 lead. Right fielder Lafferty was playing extremely deep, didn't get a good read off the bat. And it just dropped right in front of him. Here's Logan Duff. He's 3 for 4, flew out to left last inning. He was the final out of the 5th inning. Infield is still being played in here for the Royals. And he grounds one left side. It's a base hit. One will score. They hold the trail runner station to station, and it's 13-11. Wow. Strasburg about to hit around again.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
RBI single for Duff. He's got 3 RBIs, 3 singles, and a 2-run bomb. Scoring is Ingram. La Sala to 3rd and Bianchina to 2nd. Here's Castillo. He takes high, ball 1. Leadoff walk to start the inning. 1-0 to Castillo. He takes a strike. He walked to start the inning, stole 3rd, and then scored. 13-11 Strasburg here in the bottom of the 6th. Corners are about even with the bag. First baseman actually a couple feet in front of the bag at first. 1-1. That's in the dirt. Goes right through the legs of Castillo. 2-1. High, ball 3. On deck is scheduled, well, we don't know. Miles Curley was ejected earlier this inning, about 25 minutes ago. So Connor Chisholm scheduled to bat in his spot. 3-1, ball 4, and it's another run for the Express, 14-11. Wow. La Sala scores. Bianchina to 3rd, Duff to 2nd. You just can't make this stuff up. Castillo has walked for the 2nd time in the inning. Here's Connor Chisholm, who will bat in the spot of Miles Curley, who was tossed after he was unhappy with a strikeout. It's the only out of the inning. So Chisholm comes off the bench cold and takes a ball 1-0. Connor has been solid this year. 5'10" lefty from the University of Ole Miss. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2. He's been the best average hitter for the Express this year. I think he's around 350. It's quickly 2-0. Chisholm batting .350 exactly. 16 RBIs. 2-0. That's high, ball 3. Wow. 3-0. "16 pitches for Lorenz, 6 strikes, 10 balls. Chisholm taking all the way here, so Nick just has to throw one in the zone. And he cannot do so. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. Wow. It's 15-11 Strasburg. RBI, bases loaded walk for Chisholm now. Scoring is being Keena.
Third baseman, number 19, Randy Carlo, the 40.
Duff to third. And here's Carlo. So Strasburg leads now by 4. It's 15-11. He reached on a fielder's choice earlier this inning, and he takes ball 1 off the plate. 15 runs on 12 hits. That's now 5 in a row out of the zone. Outside again, ball 2, and Lorenz visibly upset with the home plate umpire, but he gets back on the rubber. That's now 6 balls out of the strike zone. Got to think Carlo's going to take at least 1 here. I don't think you can let it rip when you haven't seen a strike in a while. He's nearly hit 3-0, and Carlo a little look to the mound. 3 balls and no strikes now. And these are the kind of games where things can get out of control emotion-wise, where there's a lot of frustrations. 3-0 now to Carlo, and he swings away 3-0 with the bases loaded and fouls it back. Wow. He was trying to prove a point to the Winchester Royals. So it's 3-1 now. Carlo awaiting the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Big hack there, 3-2. If you're Strasburg here, the way this game's gone, you want to just keep adding. You don't want to stop and mess around. And yeah, 15 might not be enough. It's crazy to say, but you've got to keep adding on when you can. You have spots like this. 3-2, bases loaded, 1 out. And ball 4, it's in the dirt. And another bases loaded RBI for the Express at 16-11. Coming in from third is Duff. Wow.
The catcher, number 47, Jeremy Garcia.
Here's Jeremy Garcia. He reached on an error 20 minutes ago here in the inning.
Yeah, still 1 out. Curly's the only one made. Somebody needs to rip one.
Garcia with the bases juiced and 1 out. That's outside, ball 1. Strasburg leads by 5. Another walk and a grand slam would end it. 1-0, the pitch. Breaking ball, falls in for a strike. It's 1-1. Strasburg with 8 runs here in the 6th inning of play. Primarily thanks to a bunch of walks and errors. Swing and a miss by Garcia. It's 1-2. Lorenz looking to get an out here. And a high fly ball, left field, and Jeremy Garcia has hit a grand salami. Jeremy Garcia with a home run, a grand slam home run to left, and it's 20-11. Strasburg has scored 12 runs here in the 6th inning, and it's 20-11. Wow. Had him behind, he got a breaking ball and didn't miss it.
Number 5, Carson Applegate.
So Garcia with a grand salami to left field, and now it becomes a reality again. If Applegate can hit a home run, this game is over. Correction, no it's not. We would still have another inning. Ball 1. 1-0 to Carson Applegate. 2 walks and a hit by pitch tonight for Applegate. Fouled back, not a soul in the Winchester bullpen ready to throw. Strasburg trailed this game 7-0, folks. Strasburg trailed in this ball game 7-0 in the 3rd inning. Scoring 12 so far here in inning number 6.
They missed a lot of opportunities. This is one of the few times we've taken advantage of one of our opportunities at home. Yeah, they have a lot
2-0. Excuse me, 2-1.
12 to 15.
Two balls and a strike to Carson Applegate. Ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. And a broken back grounder left side. That'll be fielded on a hop by Miller. Throw to first just in time, and there are 2 outs here in the 6th inning. So finally 2 outs. Here comes Chase Ingram. Had a hit by pitch with the bases loaded last time.
33, Chase Ingram.
Bad night for bats.
Bunch of broken bats. I would say it's been a bad night for baseball. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Chase Ingram batting. It's 20-11. And that misses, ball 1. Strasburg, 20 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. Winchester, 11 runs, 15 hits, and 2 errors.
Hit 5, 31 runs on 15 hits. I mean, 18 hits, I mean.
Strike 2. Oh. One misses, 2-1. Just a reminder, we'll be back here an hour early tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
We may still be here.
We may still be here. The heat may take us out, though, tomorrow. 2-1 to Ingram. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Yeah, this is the ugliest this Bob Carpenter scorebook has ever looked in a game. That's for sure.
And we're not even through.
And we're not even through 6 yet. 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Again, this is a game where Strasburg has walked 13 men. They've hit 2 men. They've thrown 2 wild pitches and a pass ball, yet they lead 20-11. 3-2, swing and a miss. And that'll do it on a very, very long 6th inning of play. Strasburg puts up 12 runs. 12 runs in the inning. They lead it 20-11. We may need to stretch a little bit early, but we'll wait. We go to the 7th. We're back after this. Back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Excuse me, top of the 7th.
Base on ball strikeout
And Lucas Glover still on the mound. He will face Austin Lafferty to lead off the inning. First pitch swinging and a miss, 0-1. It'll be Lafferty, Lipsy, and Cooler here. Final line for Cord Copley of the Royals is coming up. 0-1. That misses. Copley, 2 2/3, 4 hits, 8 runs, just 2 of those earned, 2 walks and a strikeout. 1-1 to Lafferty. He hit a home run earlier. He takes low, 2-1. Strasburg, I say just 9 outs away, but those 9 outs feel like you could multiply them and square them, and feels like 27 outs, 2-1. Swing and a pop-up shallow right. That is going to drop for a base hit. So leadoff single here in the top of the 7th for the Royals. That is hit number 6 for them.
Left fielder number 2, Marshall Lipsy.
I don't know if you're Strasburg, you'd rather give up a base hit than a walk. Here's Lipsy. Lipsy has mastered the art of reaching base as he grounds one to second. There's one. Not in time. He'll beat it out. Before I said that, 3 walks and a hit by a pitch, but a fielder's choice, and there's 1 out here in the 7th.
DH number 24, Brock Cooler.
Here's Brock Cooler, the DH. He's walked 3 times. It's also he's walked twice, singled once. The pitch. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. And Glover deals low. Well, you know it's a special occasion when the run on the scoreboard is flashing. It's a very rare sighting, but the boxes are just big enough for one single number, so it flashes 1-2. That's in the dirt. It's 3-0. Strasburg leading 20-11. You'd think maybe just groove them and see what happens. Rather force the Royals to hit the ball than hand them free passes. 3 balls and no strikes to Cooler. And he takes strike 1. Well, we're in the 7th inning. It's time for some history. Yeah, this might be added to the list. Yeah, this one will be added. We'll talk about this next year. 3-1 the count to Cooler. And that is ball 4. Another walk for Strasburg. That is now the 14th walk they've committed tonight.
Shortstop number 6, Connor Christensen.
And here comes Connor Christensen. Royals, they're going to battle. Think about Winchester's. They've got some hitters in this lineup. You just never know a lead's going to be safe. Christensen takes ball 1, 1-0. All right, some baseball history on this day, July 13th. Get started here in just a moment when we have a break in the action. 1-0, Glover sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. And I can tell you, if Winchester could choke a 7-0 deficit or 7-0 lead, nothing keeps you from saving a 9-run lead in baseball, especially in the Valley League, especially mid-July. 1-1. Christensen awaits the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. And that just misses, 3-1. Today in 1904, with Napoleon LaJoie lining a major league record 3 triples, Cleveland rolls past the Highlanders 16-3. Here comes Cullen Smith, the manager of the Express, to talk to Glover, try to calm him down. Today in 1922, the smallest crowd in Fenway Park history, just 68 fans see the Browns' Herman Paulette shut out the Red Sox 2-0. We've got a meeting at the mound, and that's going to be it for Glover. New pitcher coming in for Strasburg. We'll tell you about him right after this. All right, back to Strasburg. Still a 3-1 count to Connor Christensen, and we've got a new pitcher for Strasburg. He's a catcher. Chance Reisdorf is taking over on the mound to pitch for the Express here as they lead it 20-11 in the 7th inning. There is one out, but we'll see what happens. Reisdorf comes in, he works from the stretch, the 3-1, and a foul ball. Maybe the velocity, try to mess with him, I don't know. So the count's full, 3-2. 3-2 the count. 11 runs for the Royals, trying to fight back into this thing here in the 7th. 3-2 from Reisdorf. Runners go. Pitch is fouled back. Definitely screws with your timing a bit when you're seeing guys throwing, high 80s, low 90s, and then a guy comes in throwing 75, 80. Three-two. The pitch. Strike, not a strike called, and the throw to third, there's no throw, or Carlo's not there. Looked like strike 3, didn't get the call, and they threw it to third, and it didn't matter. So here we go, bases loaded, one out. And here's Brody Pickett. One swing could make this thing very much a ball game again. Pickett has been on twice tonight. Bases loaded, one out. Here in the 7th inning, Reisdorf deals, ball 1. Reisdorf has thrown 1/3 of an inning. He has an ERA of 0.00. 1-0. Fastball misses, 2-0. Single, fielder's choice, walk, and a walk here in the inning for Winchester. 2 balls and no strikes. Ball 3. (3-0). And that loops in for a strike, 3-1. 3-1. Strike 2, and just like that, it's 3-2. Well, we got to remember Strasburg plays Purcellville tomorrow. 3-2. And a high fly ball. It's a grand slam, and we've got ourselves a ball game again. Strasburg tries to save arms. They put in a catcher to pitch, and it's 20-15. Still only one out. 2 strike, 2 out, grand slam, or 2 strike, 1 out, grand slam for Pickett.
Third baseman, number 16, Morgan Miller.
And here's Morgan Miller. Miller looking for his first hit. He takes ball 1. And now Cullen Smith might be getting rung here in a second. So now Cullen Smith's being warned. We've seen one of the tightest strike zone you'll ever see in the Valley League tonight, and that's partly why we're here where we are tonight. So Smith is being warned, manager of the Express. Yeah, I want to say that's Cullen Smith being warned, not Mike Smith. So Cullen Smith being warned. It's been a frustrating game. I mean, this has obviously been a disaster of a game for both of these teams. We've seen 35 runs combined on the board. We've seen 20 hits and 5 errors, plenty of walks. And we've surpassed officially the 3-hour mark as we play with 1 out in the 7th. 1-0 to Miller. Outside 2-0. And we'll see if Strasburg pays the price for putting a position player in here. Again, I want to acknowledge they play Purcellville tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is very important, but you got to get through this one first. Base hit, left side. Another man reaches for the Royals. And here comes Connie.
Number 14, Connie Durslag.
So Durslag will bat here, 1 on and 1 out, 7th inning. 20 to 15. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner goes, pitch is high, no throw. And in the second with a stolen base is Miller. Again, when you have a position player on the mound, he's unable to hold runners. He can't do any of those things that a normal pitcher's able to do. 1-1 now. And a fly ball to center. It's well hit, backing up, making the catch, tagging. Looked like he might have gone early, but he gets there safely.
Check second.
Not going to check, doesn't appear. So there are 2 outs. Fly out to center. Strasburg 7 outs away. And here's Jack Mosh. So now if you're Winchester, do you burn another arm thinking you can win the game, or do you just... I think you do too. Fastball misses from Reisdorf. It's 1-0. Strasburg really trying to keep this a 5-run game, not allowed to get within 4. We've seen 2 grand slams here in this game, 1-0. Check swing right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Today in 1951, the Red Sox and White Sox played 19 innings under the lights, tying a major league record. Mickey McDermott pitched the first 17. 1-1. Foul ball, 1-2. So Reisdorf finally a 1-2 count. Is this where he pulls out his secret pitch that he can get the strikeout with? Maybe he has an ephus or something, or a knuckleball. 1-2. Reisdorf looking to get through this half inning and send it to the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Fastball skips in the dirt, 2-2. Today in 1962 in Kansas City, the Red Sox outlast the A's 11-10 in 15 innings. Red Sox 21 hits, Kansas City 20. Lou Clinton hit for the cycle, went 5 for 7. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, and it's a 4-run game. It's 20-16. So now, very much a game again.
First baseman, number 41, Jalen Hernandez.
Here's Jalen Hernandez. He hit a home run earlier. He takes ball 1, 1-0. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. I mean, Strasburg just letting them go. You can't let them go when it's a 4-run game. Stolen base again. This time for Mosh. I mean, you can't continue to give up a single and a stolen base because it's a run every time. 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and back-to-back ABs here. Reisdorf is ahead 1-2. One swing here could make it a 2-run game. Hernandez already hit one earlier. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner goes, the pitch is outside, and just like that, he's at third. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. 5 runs in this inning for the Royals, countering back to Strasburg's 12 in the bottom of the inning. It's a 4-run game here, 20-16. Oh, man. Two. And another foul back. Just can't strike Hernandez out.
Please return the foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
Strasburg will have 8, 9, and 1. La Sala, Bianchina, and Duff due up in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to have some work to do. 2-2 from Reisdorf. And another foul ball. $20 have flown out of the park here over the last few minutes. And that got a piece of something. Two again. Hernandez battling. Fastball just misses. 3-2. A walk here would put the go-ahead or the tying run in the hole. And a high fly center field, and it is gone. It's 20-18. Hernandez with another 2-run homer. And now they're hitting around again. So now they're going out to talk to Reisdorf. I don't know. And they're going to pull him out of the game. So I guess they were saving arms for tomorrow night. But suddenly it's a game, and now Winchester's going to have to burn arms. So we have a pitching change here from Strasburg. All right, Strasburg back in win mode here. They go back to a pitcher. It's Gavin Lill, who is from Millersville University. Lill, 6'3" righty from Winchester, Pennsylvania. And he will take over in what has become a game again. Talked about it earlier. When you can blow a 7-0 lead, you can blow a 9-run lead. Here's Lafferty. Grounds one to third. Carlo fields. Throws in time, and Strasburg is 6 outs away from somehow winning this game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Gavin Lill just needed one pitch to get through the inning. All right, back to Strasburg we go. It's 20-18 here in our baseball game. Here's Anthony LaSala, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Nick Lorenz is still on the mound for the Royals here. Ball one. Lorenz has allowed 6 runs, but none earned. It's a lot of unearned runs tonight for the Royals. 1-1 to LaSala. Single and an RBI his last time up. He grounds one to short. Christensen fields, throws to first, scooped out nicely by Hernandez, and that's the first out here in the 7th. It'll bring Anthony Bianchina to the plate.
AJ
Bianchina, 2 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Some more history. Pitch is a strike. Today in 1968 at Pittsburgh, the Phillies take their 4th straight from the Bucks, winning 3-2 in 16 innings. That's popped up, foul, and out of play. Today in 1972, in a contest which only lasts 93 minutes, the Cardinals play the quickest 9-inning game in their history as they defeat the Braves 2-0. Reggie Cleveland pitches a 2-hit shutout. 0-2 to Bianchina. And a liner down the left field line. This is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to drop. Bianchina rounds first. Now he's going to go back to first. And he will be in there safely with his 4th hit of the game. Left fielder was shifted way off the line, and it just dropped right in. 14th hit for Strasburg. Here's Logan Duff. He's 4 for 5 with 3 singles, a home run. 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. So now Strasburg tries to answer back. These two teams are so tired of punching back, I don't know how they're still standing. And Duff takes a strike, 0-1. Fouled back. He falls behind again, like he has a lot tonight, but then he has come up big. Today in 0-1, Pittsburgh pitcher Todd Ritchie hurls a one-hitter against the Royals. 0-2 from Lorenz, that is low. Today in 2010, George Steinbrenner, owner of the New York Yankees since 1973, passes away from a heart attack at his home in Tampa Bay, Florida. Duff takes a strike 3 called on a pitch that nearly hit him. Wow. As tight as it's been, and then
Right
Okay.
fielder, number 9, Eddie Castillo.
2 outs in the 7th. Here's Eddie Castillo. Today in 2012, Chipper Jones ties Mike Schmidt for second place on the all-time list for RBI by a third baseman. Here's Castillo. Runner gets a huge jump, pitches inside. Don't know if it was a strike or not, but stealing second is Bianchina. So a stolen base for Anthony. And a base hit could give Strasburg a big insurance run. One 0 to Castillo. That is a strike, 1-1. Today in 2013, Tim Lincecum of the Giants no-hits the Padres 9-0, striking out 13 batters in the process. 1-1. Castillo pops it up, foul, and out of play. Today in 2014, pitcher Madison Bumgarner and catcher Buster Posey both hit grand slams, accounting for all their team's runs. First time that both members of a battery hit slams in the same game, and for Bumgarner, it was the second of the year. 1-2 to Eddie. That's in the dirt, and Bianchina holds it second. Today in 2015, Todd Frazier wins the annual Home Run Derby in front of a home crowd at Great American Ballpark, edging out rookie Jock Peterson 15-14. Two-two. Breaking ball. Called a ball, 3-2. 3-2 to Eddie. Connor Chisholm's on deck. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Winchester continues to carry momentum as we go to the 8th inning. They're within 2. Strasburg needs 6 more outs to win it. We'll be back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's 20-18. Marshall Lipsy leads it off for the Royals. First pitch swinging and a miss, 0-1. Winchester will send up Lipsy, Cooler, and Christensen here against Gavin Lill, who got the ground down on one pitch to end the 7th inning. 0-1 to Lipsy. That's high. He has walked 3 times tonight, been hit by a pitch, and reached on a fielder's choice. He scored 3 runs, stolen 3 or 4 bases. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big, healthy hack. Couldn't connect 1 and 2. Lil looking in. The righty kicks and deals. Breaking ball. Garcia thought it was strike 3. Lil thought it was strike 3. He didn't get the call. Lil's numbers on the season, 16 and 2/3, now 17 innings, 21 strikeouts, and a 4.32 ERA. Looked like a good pitch. Wasn't called, though. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, held on to by Garcia. 1 out here in the 8th.
The DH, number 24, Brock Cooler.
Here's Brock Cooler, the DH. He's been on a bunch tonight, too. Walked his last time and scored. 3 walks and a single. Pitch, strike call, 0-1. One's low, 1-1. Lil deals, swing and a grounder, foul, 1 and 2. Got a barrel on it, just got way out in front. One, 2. That's outside, 2 and 2. Two twos in the dirt. It's ball 3.
Here we go again.
3-2 time is called. A walk here would bring the tying run to the plate. Coming up on about 3 hours and 25 minutes here in this ball game that have featured nearly 40 runs. 3-2, Lil. Big pitch right here. And ball 4. And the tying run comes to the plate.
Shortstop, number 6, Connor Christensen.
So Cooler's walked 4 times now. Here's Christensen. He walked his last time up. He's walked a line 3 times, I believe. Can't even hardly read my own scorebook anymore. Christensen 0 for 2 with 3 walks. Scored a couple of runs. He's the tying run now. Fastball. Called a ball, 1-0. One and 0. And that gets the strike zone. 1-1. 20-18's our score. Top 8. Winchester with a tying run at the plate and 1 out. Gavin Lill against Christensen. Ball 2. Two, 1. And that misses. 3-1. And Winchester at this point, they're just taking because why swing? 3 balls and a strike. A walk here would put the tying run on base. 3-1. Pitches inside, ball 4. And it's first and second with 1 out. I don't know if Strasburg's going to make it to the finish line here. 206 pitches so far tonight.
The catcher, number 30, Brody Pickett.
And Brody Pickett, who hit a home run last time, a grand slam home run, will bat here. Pitch is hit well, right field. It's going to back Castillo up. He's got room. He makes the catch, tagging the third. And it's first and third, 2 outs. A deep fly out, doesn't leave the park. Tagging the third is Cooler.
Third baseman, number 16, Morgan Miller.
And here's Morgan Miller, the third baseman. Two outs in the 8th. Lil deals. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and the tying runs in scoring position now. A base hit ties this game. I believe that was a defensive indifference. 1-0. Big pitch here. Big at bat. Fastball misses. 2-0. Well, Winchester benefited from all this earlier. Then Strasburg benefited in a big way, and now Winchester again. 2-0. That's finally called a strike. 2-1. That's down the middle for a strike. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Morgan Miller, the batter. Gavin Lill, the pitcher. Breaking ball misses. 3-2. Top of the lineup is on deck for the Royals. Just feels like it's never going to end. Three-two to Miller. Ball 4. He walked him. And the bases are loaded.
Center fielder, number 14, Connie Derschlag.
And here's Connie Derschlag. Started 1 for 1 since then. He's 0 for 4 with a walk. Bases full. We've already seen 2 grand slams tonight. Base hit ties it. Double gives Winchester the lead. The pitch. Fastball, called a strike, 0-1. Gavin Lill just looking for 2 more strikes. He'll work from the windup, the 0-1, and that's hit in the air to center. Backing the center fielder up. He has room. He makes the catch. A well-hit ball stays in the park. And Strasburg holds a 20-18 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th on the Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Express lead at 20-18. It'll be Connor Chisholm leading off for Strasburg. Chisholm takes ball one, 1-0. So far through now 8.5 plus innings, 404 total pitches between the two teams. That's also called a ball, 2-0. Chisholm walked with the bases loaded his last time up. He takes a strike, 2-1. I mean, both teams, it looks like, when they come up to the plate, they're just taking, trying to get on via the walk. 2-1. Ball 3. Nick Lorenz still in the game for the Royals. 3 balls and 1 strike. Winchester may walk the leadoff man again. And they do. A leadoff walk. So Chisholm reaches to start the inning.
Randy Carlo, the fourth.
And here's Carlo, the fourth. He's been on his last 4 times. 3-run homer, RBI single, fielder's choice, and a walk with the bases loaded. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. 20-18 we play here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Chisholm at first. And a fly ball to right. Routine for Lafferty. Makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So 1 out now for Strasburg, and it brings up the catcher, Jeremy Garcia. Hit a grand slam his last time up.
Jeremy Garcia.
Garcia's got 5 RBIs tonight. Got a breaking ball against Lorenz last time that he hit out. But you can throw out prior ABs at this point. I mean, that's way inside, ball 1. Want to know the count to Jeremy Garcia. Ground ball right side. This could be 2. Going to second for 1. Back to first. It is a double play. 4-6-3 twin killing as we go to the 9th. Strasburg just 3 outs away. Winchester 2 to tie, 3 to go ahead. We return after this as we go to the 9th on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Leading off the
Here we
ball,
go,
Mr.
top
Jack
of the
Buck.
ninth inning. Finally, we get to the ninth, and Strasburg needs 3 outs to win this ball game. It's 20-18. Winchester, the heart of their lineup. 2, 3, 4. Mosh, Hernandez, and Lafferty. Gavin Lill comes back to the mound, facing 2, 3, 4 in this Winchester lineup. Jack Mosh, the left-hander, steps in here to start the top of the ninth. Lill kicks and deals. Breaking ball, ball 1. Yeah, ball tonight, that is. Mosh has a single tonight. It's been on a bunch of times. 1-0. And a high pop-up, right side, fair territory, backing up, and making the catches. LaSala calling off the first baseman, Ingram. 1 out in the ninth.
First baseman, number 41, Jalen Hernandez.
Here's Hernandez. He's got 2 home runs tonight. He faces a pitcher this time, though. It's a strike, 0-1. Hernandez, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He scored 3 times. 0-1. Breaking ball. Low, 1-1. Again, just a reminder, we'll be back here and not long enough. 1-1. Fly ball in the infield. He got under it. Shortstop, Apple, and he dropped it. Applegate dropped the pop-up. It'll be an E6. Applegate has dropped a pop-up on the infield. And the tying run comes to the plate. What should have been the second out.
Austin Lafferty.
Wow. Now the tying run comes to the plate after the error. 4th error for Strasburg tonight. Lafferty could just put a laughing on this one with a home run here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. This game has become nothing more than a laugher. 1 out in the top of the ninth inning. Strasburg 2 outs away. Looked like they were 1 out away, but a drop pop-up on the infield. 0-1. That's in there. It's quickly 0-2. One of the first 0-2 counts we've seen tonight. It's amazing. It's got to be one of the first ones. 0-2 to Austin Lafferty. Hernandez at first. Lipsy on deck. Breaking ball. Just misses. Garcia didn't really hold the glove very long. He just fired it back. It's 1-2. That was a nice breaking ball. Overhead 12-6. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Lill with a big punch out, and that's the second out here in the ninth. Blew the fastball right by him.
Marshall Lipsy.
And the final hope for the Royals here in the top of the ninth. It's Marshall Lipsy. Struck out his last time up. 3 walks, a hit by pitch, a fielder's choice, 3 runs scored. He's the tying run with 2 outs in the ninth. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Gavin Lill trying to put this game out of its misery. 0-1. Breaking ball. Again, not sure where it's missing, but it's called a ball. 1-1. 12-6 action on that breaking ball. 1-1. The set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. And the Express are 1 strike away from winning this marathon of a game. 1-2. Lil checks the runner at first. He comes set, takes a deep breath, and delivers. Swing and a miss. And this game finally comes to a close. Lipsy goes down swinging. And in one of the ugliest games you'll ever see in your lifetime, Strasburg wins it tonight by a final score of 20-18. And Strasburg is now 10 games over 500 as they win it tonight by a final of 20-18. Wow. Winning pitcher in this game will be Lucas Glover. The loser will be Cord Copley, and there will be no save here in this ball game. That's right, Gavin Lill. It's a save. He did come in a tough spot. So Gavin Lill picks up the save. What a crazy, crazy game tonight from Strasburg. The Express win it. Looks like the home plate umpire just left the baseballs, just kind of threw them at home plate. Well, don't think he has any reason to be upset the way things were done back there tonight. But regardless of all that, Strasburg wins it tonight 20-18. The Express hold on to I think they're up 2 games now in the division because the Purcellville Woodstock game never went official, so don't know what happened there, but we do know that Strasburg wins it tonight. They're now 21-11, 10 games over 500. Winning pitcher Lucas Glover. The loser is Cord Copley, and the save goes to Gavin Lill. This game lasting about 3 hours and 42 minutes. And we look at the final line score here in this one. The victorious Strasburg Express, 20 runs on 14 hits and 4 errors. And the Winchester Royals, 18 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. Strasburg wins it. They're up to 21-11. Winchester falls to 14-18. We will be back here tomorrow night as Strasburg will play their biggest game of the year to that point. They'll play the Purcellville Cannon starting at 6 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being patient. Crazy game for both teams. A heck of a battle for both teams. But Strasburg comes out on top. Real quick, running through the numbers, Logan Duff was 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs. He had a home run. Randy Carlo, the fourth, was 2 for 5 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Jeremy Garcia, 1 for 6, a home run, a grand slam, 5 RBIs. Anthony Bianchina, 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs. And for the Royals, Hernandez, 2 for 6 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Lafferty, 2 for 6. He had a home run and 3 RBIs. Pickett, 2 for 5, 5 RBIs. It was a grand slam. Again, the winner is Glover. The loser is Copley, and the save goes to Gavin Lill. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back right here from Strasburg starting at 6 o'clock as Strasburg will host the Purcellville Cannons tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.